I don't need to ask you permission for every business move that I make. If you fired the assistant, why are you so mad that she's with me? You fired her, right?
We split ways, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
just jealous that I hired her. You don't own her?
I literally mentored her for months.
You fired her.
I fired her because she did things that were not okay. I still believe, like sending out emails.
Like giving you leads that you can't close. Got it. I want to unleash on Chloe right now, but it's in my best interest to say, poise. I'm here for one reason, and it's to network, get more contacts in my book. I'm not here for all the office work and gossip. That's not my style.
Don't let someone's sabotage get you down, okay? Their sabotage is going to fail miserably, okay? They're trying to stir the pot. They're trying to, get a rise out of the situation from really discussing about how you were in the past, okay? When it came down, could be, like I said, in your work endeavors. This person has a lot of things to say about you, but at the end of the day, it's going to make them look crazy, okay? Because people who are looking to connect with you, looking to network with you, they're like, why are you so obsessed with this person? Why are you still living in the past trying to make me change my viewpoint of this individual, okay? Because people look at you as a real blessing for your team, okay? They're looking at you like, okay, you're on your new beginning, okay? And they're seeing that this moth is still attracted to the flame, okay? The flame is you in the situation. And they're like, this person is still, heavily fixated on how this person's living, how this person's doing, okay? In a way, it creeped this person out. The people that you're networking with, they're seeing that this person's trying to stir the pot, or they're trying to get into their alignment to really talk bad about you. They're like, okay, what's your deal? What's your deal? What are you trying to accomplish here? Okay. If you're not, friendly with this person, hey, just sever the ties. Okay. With adults, we're not going to be cool with everybody. Okay. That's normal. You can just sort of say, hey, you know what? I'm good. This person here, we probably didn't work the best together, but I wish them the best. Okay. That's the mature thing to do. That's the wise thing to do. When you get into that whole being fixated like a child, or fixated like a parasite, that's when people start looking at you like, okay, something's going on. Okay. This moth energy is using a lot of this impulsive energy that they have to start, a war with people who are looking to invest in you. Okay. They're like looking at you like, okay, this person is embarking on their new journey. This person is really, stepping into a creative field with new ideas. Okay. I have no time to invest in someone that's trying to tear someone down, especially if you guys have a good rapport. Okay. If you're working with people that you're networking with, they have favor in you, y'all get along well. Okay. Guess what? Like I said early on, everybody that you meet, you're not going to get along with. This person could have been a fluke. Okay. You guys could have butted heads. You weren't disrespectful, but you're like, hey, I could have worked with other people. Okay, this wasn't my favorite person in the world, and that's normal. Okay, this person likes to be liked by everybody, and with that type of characteristic, they take offense when people are not, in their sphere. Okay, and I think with you guys having your own restrictions when it came down to their access, this really had them go off the ledge a little bit. Okay, and with them going off the ledge, it's going to damage their reputation. Okay, with them trying to bring you down a notch, okay, it's going to really damage their reputation because people are going to see them as a weak link. Okay, they're going to see them as someone that's not able to work with people in an effective manner, and they're going to see them as someone that's really, has a very codependent type of mindset, because they're looking at this person like, okay, you know what? If you're not cool with this person, why are you still on their social media? Okay. If you're not cool with this person, why are you still, trying to infiltrate their lives? Okay. They're looking at this person like, you a little weird. Not even a little bit weird. You a lot of weird. Okay. And no matter what, guys, don't put yourself in a combative type of, stance with this person. People are going to look at you and say, hey, you know what? You don't even have to defend yourself. They're going to stand up for you. Okay. If you stand in a mature type of stance and say, hey, you know what? This person here, wish them the best. Okay. Obviously, they have some things going on. I have nothing to say about the situation. I just wish them well, okay? That's going to strike a lot of brownie points for you in the situation, because people are going to see your maturity, and they're like, oh, wow, this is worth the investment. Not only are they creative, they got some wisdom, okay? You're playing this person at their own game. They're using their air energy to stir the pot to be negative. You're using your air energy to get you further to the next direction, okay? You playing chess, not checkers, okay? This person out here playing checkers, okay, and trying to win by doing underhanded tactics, and you guys are out here saying, okay, I'm about to kill them with kindness. Okay, big difference. Butterfly, listen, who wants a moth over a butterfly. Okay, I know I don't. Okay, slam that mouth card down real quick. I know I would want to deal with somebody that's bringing in that butterfly energy, that's willing to invest in a company, that's willing to invest in a brand to move into the right direction. Okay, you guys, like I said, are on a positive type of mindset. Don't have someone weigh you down. Okay, don't worry about the riffraff, because the more they're talking, the more crazy they're gonna look. Okay, and people around them are gonna be in a disarray. They're gonna be in a very negative type of mindset with believing what they're doing, believing who they are in the situation, because they're like, you know what, with you being toxic, I'm not gonna invest in your mindset or your overall opinion on this person, because like I said, it's not coming from a place of of truth. They're not looking at the situation where it's like, okay, this person's giving them like wisdom in the situation to know how you were in the past. They're seeing that it's a vindictive type of nature when it comes down to them talking about you. Okay, it's very childish. It's very like a very condescending, bullying type of way, and it's showing that they weren't capable of being in that seat. They're showing their leadership skills, like I said, even if they're working on a team with you in the past, they were not able to really hold their weight, okay? And they were jealous of your potential, and they were jealous of what you're bringing to the table. They were able to stir the pot with people in that environment because everybody around them were moths. Okay, everybody around them were moms, so it's easy to tell someone else in that environment, okay, but this person's not really worth their weight in gold, because they were just like them, impulsive, okay, willing to listen to anything that's coming to their table, like gossip, okay. People around you now, they're butterflies in the situation, okay. They're willing to put in that hard work, and they only associate with people who have this butterfly type of energy, okay? That's willing to embark on new beginnings. That's willing to really be in a space where they're open to really, expand on their creativity, okay? They're not wasting their time with someone that's just all talk with no actions, okay? And with you guys being in this seat, you guys know when to be quiet in the situation and to let the communication, serve its purpose, and to make you look better in the situation. You're realizing butterfly is all about that wisdom to know, hey, I don't have to really defend myself or bring this person down. I just have to watch and see them self-destruct. Okay, you're gonna see this moth self-destruct in the situation because they don't know how to handle mature energy. Okay, you guys are bringing mature energy in the situation, and they're looking at you like, okay, who shot Johnny? Okay, in the work environment or in the networking environment. Okay, you guys are going to be on your new endeavors. You're going to be in a place where you're growing in a fast type of way with this new team, in a fast type of way when it comes down to really expanding on new career endeavors with yourself, okay, with other people. Their creativity is going to help you get to the next level of your finances, and their creativity is going to help you really solidify your overall skills as far as mastering different things that you're looking to accomplish in your goals, okay? So if you're looking to really take your skill set to the next level, your new team is all about cultivating you in the next level to make sure that you get all that you need in the environment, okay? This is something that this moth energy can never give you, okay? Like I said, they're really jealous of your new opportunity. And with them being jealous, they want to just say anything about you behind your back. But guess what? All they're doing is putting a dagger in their own back, okay? They're ruining their overall connections with other people. Well, their overall connections when it comes down to really moving forward in their career pathway, okay? With bringing a lot of chaos in your side, okay? That's only making them look weaker and weaker in the situation, okay? So let them look weak. All right, we're going to go into the tarot deck a little bit here. Let's pull some further insight as far as what this person's going to be doing, okay? Okay, so you got the Four of Wands. So you guys are in this happy space. They're looking at you being happy with that partnership. Okay. Two of Cups in reverse. They can't invest. You got the Four of Pentacles and Hierophant here because you're holding on to your connections. They're holding on to their connections, which is you, okay? It's like you can't sit with us type of energy, okay? People around you in your environment, they're like, we only sit with people who are able to manifest, able to grow, okay? If you're bringing in chaos in a situation and stirring the pot to make people look bad, okay? And stirring the pot, which makes you look bad on your team because it makes you look very much so as someone who was overstepping their boundaries, that was overstepping their leadership skills, okay? They're looking at this person like they weren't even fit to be in the role, okay? So they're withholding their access, okay? This person thought that with gossip, they could get an opportunity. Wrong. Okay, you got the World card. You guys are stepping into your abundance, okay? And you're defending all of the mess, okay? That mess is not going to hit you at all. Seven of Wands in reverse. that mess is going to go right off your back. Okay, you don't have to worry about any of that. It's going to go right off your back because what they're saying about you is just all noise and people are not paying any attention. So you got the you got the Knight of Wands here, and then also you got the Two of Wands here as well. Okay, while they're out there talking, people on their merry way in their phone. Okay, let's get started with this. So like I said, Four of Wands. You guys are all about cultivating. This person's looking at you from this green-eyed envy, okay? They can't stand that you have stability. This person could be in a space where they're not really financially growing right now, okay? They took a major loss. So with you being in a space of stability, okay, that's triggering their jealousy in a situation, okay? Like I said, they thought that, with them bringing in gossip in the situation in a hasty type of way, like that moth energy notoriously does, okay? They thought they could stir the pot in their favor. Wrong. People only locked in their, their access, their skills, and their networks. They're like, no, I'm not sharing nothing with you, okay? If you're talking about someone, that you work with in a negative type of way, and you're sounding like a child and not like an adult, guess what? I'm good, okay? This person is really good on taking any investments. People who you're working with now, they're not taking any investment with someone who has a very malicious, condescending type of nature, okay? No matter how hard they try to run in the situation towards you, okay, they can never have that stability that you guys are going to, okay? That Hierophant, you're going to have that stability. People are going to work with you. It's going to be solidified in stone, okay? You got the Taurus energy here. People are going to really take their time to really show you the skill set that you're going to need to be successful, okay? And this person, the more and more they're talking, okay, the more and more people are really ignoring them in the situation because they're not even worth listening to, okay? The World card here. That's money in abundance. The world's going to be in your favor. Okay, you're going to see a lot of things turn in your favor. You're going to see a lot of people who are willing to take the risk on you. Okay, because like I said, the butterfly, this energy, that's all about stepping in that new beginning. That's all about embracing that new beginning. Okay, and you guys are going to have that wisdom to take you to the next level. All you have to do is, with this chaotic energy, watch them burn into the flames. Okay, that moth energy, watch them burn. Okay, you don't have to defend yourself. You don't have to play dirty with this person. Okay, just watch them self-sabotage. Okay, and they're gonna wind up really kicking themselves in the back if they can, really kicking themselves in the foot in the situation because they can't have their tactics win in a positive type of level with you. Okay, they can't go underhanded in any situation to sway in their favor. Okay, and guess what? You guys, all these attacks are going to wind up like rolling off your back, okay? Because people are not invested. They're not looking at this person for, as far as validation to see, okay, what's their overall thought process of you, okay? They're like, okay, the past is the past. Like I said, we're moving into 2026, okay? You guys, like I said, stand firm as far as, who you're working with, who you're trying to get into the proper type of, levels with your abundance, okay? No one's looking at, someone digging in the past about things where it's like, okay, well, things don't even make any sense, okay? The petty type of conversations they're trying to have with these individuals about you don't even align with your work right now, okay? They're just seeing that it's just like, okay, this person you just did not like, okay? This was someone that you just didn't like. It was nothing about their overall character or their overall work. This was something that was very much so a childish type of lens when it comes down to dealing with this individual, okay? All right, guys, let's go to the Hard Truth deck. All right. Pull 2 cards for you guys. So we got bad vibes, okay? People staying away from them bad vibes. This person bringing a lot of bad vibes in the situation, okay? And they know how to identify it too. So you're not stuck in this whole like, okay, this person's talking about my well-being and people are believing it. No, they're not. So we have bad vibes. The situation has unfavorable energy. Pay attention to the vibes within your body and proceed with caution if you must, okay? So like I said, this person, they're gonna try to have you on sway. They're gonna try to like get underneath your skin. Don't let it get underneath your skin, guys. Okay. This person, the bad vibes they're bringing to the table, people are gonna see their energy. They're gonna see their toxic behavior. Okay. Don't let that affect you on an emotional level. You don't have to defend yourself. All you have to do is just keep on working, doing your overall networking, what you're doing right now. And like I said, stay above it all. Once you stay above it all this stuff's gonna roll off your back. It's not going to be in a situation where you have to defend yourself constantly, okay? You're no longer going to be in a situation where you're in an environment with a bunch of moms, okay? Immature energy that believes everything, okay? Let's see, unseen. There are factors you haven't yet considered. Look beyond the obvious for hidden elements that could impact your decision before making a move, okay? The unseen thing is you're going to have success with these individuals, okay? That's what you're going to see, okay? It's going to take time to really cultivate into higher levels, okay? Not in a long, bad way. It's just going to take time to really train you to learn different skill sets, okay? Some of you guys are going into a different industry where you're learning many different things when it comes down to your training, okay? That's the unseen knowledge that you're going to be walking into in the next direction in your life. That's going to bring you the success. That's going to bring you the money, okay? And also, too, that unseen gossip that's coming into your direction, guess what? No one's going to believe it, okay? It's going to be unseen in your work environment, okay? People are not looking at the past. They're looking at your future right now, okay? They're looking at your overall investment to your new beginning, okay? Butterfly is all about new energy. It's not talking about the past. It's not talking about who you knew in, in high school or middle school, okay, or who you knew when you first had your first employment situation. It's all about the now. These people in your work environment and your network experience, they're all about cultivating with you for the now, okay? All right, guys, this is your reading for the month of December. Looking forward to talking to you soon. Have a good one.
Who am I? I'm the greatest. Who am I? I'm getting paid. Who am I? I'm so flagrant. Who am I? I'm the greatest. Who am I? I'm getting paid. Who am I? I'm so flagrant.